It is Thursday, October 14th. So, yesterday was my 90 days. I sat in front of my laptop for 2, 3 hours, not knowing what to do. I recorded a couple videos. I'll upload one. Um, was kind of in a negative mood. I didn't upload it because I just wasn't, my head wasn't in it yesterday. It should have been a good day, but it wasn't a good day. Um, I was very negative. My overthinking was going on. I don't know why. It was just a shitty day. And I met with my sponsor Tuesday, who got me some work to do for my fourth step, which is going to be amazing. But he told me last night, he was like, if you're going to do a channel or a show about recovery, be honest, good and bad. And so I'll get it uploaded today. But it was a real shitty day. But I chaired my first AA meeting in many years last night, right? I almost bailed out on it. I was going to call and see if somebody else can take my place. But when I get in that mood, that's when I need to do it. And I'm so fucking glad I did. Excuse me. I showed up as I said I would. I was of service, and it was a good meeting. It was a real good meeting. I heard exactly what I needed to hear. I saw some people I was happy to see. I saw some people I wasn't happy to see. There was a man there that I promised that on site when I saw him next, he was done, right? He'd gotten involved in a relationship situation of mine out of the blue. And this was a man I used to drink with many, many years ago, like in my early 20s before I got married. And then I came into recovery a couple years ago. He was already in for a few years. He rode motorcycles like me, so we rode motorcycles together. Fast forward like a year or two later, I get a message and blah, 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 blah. And he's reaching out to my girlfriend, or she's reaching out. Whatever happened, I don't know who's telling the truth. But he inserted himself in a place he shouldn't have inserted himself. And of course, I was sick. I was using, so I get very aggressive. And we had some words. He said some things I didn't like, and I promised him that he wouldn't have a jaw to speak with when I saw him next. He walks into the room. My heart starts going because I'm thinking, fuck, this is my reputation on the line. I need to do this now. Like, when I say that to somebody that it's pretty much going to be on site, like, I'm known for that. And I keep my promises when it comes to that. This is how I know I'm growing, okay? I saw him. Immediately I was flushed with anger, resentment. My ears were getting red. I was getting sweaty. I was starting to rage inside. I had 4 or 5 other housemates there. I had a room full of people struggling with alcohol and drugs. I wasn't going to take that away from them with my selfish resentments. We made eye contact. I smiled at him. Not the good smile, but like the haha, I see you, motherfucker type smile. And I walked over to him and I fucking gave him a hug. Why? I don't know. Maybe because I'm done fighting. I'm done fighting anything and everyone. I'm just done. That's my old life. It has to be done. Because that kind of behavior, that kind of bullshit will lead me right back to using. And chances are, he got involved in this situation unwantedly, maybe. I don't know. I didn't discuss it with him. I didn't want to because it's still a sore subject with me. But all I know is right now I need to forgive. I need to forgive everybody I can. Doesn't mean I have to forget. But I expect these people, or don't expect, but I hope that these people that I have hurt will forgive me. So how dare I not forgive somebody when I have the chance to forgive them? Even for something that wasn't even so bad. You know, he heard a different story from an unreliable source, my ex, and didn't hear the full story and went off what he thought. So in his mind, he probably thought he was doing the right thing. Um, when you have two sides to anything, each side is going to think that they're the good guys, such as the Hamas and Israel conflict right now, right? Israel thinks they're being the good guys. Some people think they're the bad guys. Hamas is clearly the bad guys, but then people think they're heroes. Like, you know what I mean? And so every side looks at it different. You can narrow it down to the Walking Dead. I'm a big Walking Dead fan. When Negan kills Glenn and Abraham, you know what I mean? From our perspective, he was doing an evil, terrible thing. But from his perspective, he was helping and saving his people and protecting his people, you know, by that show of strength. Fear with strength or whatever. So, I went on a tangent there, excuse me. But the whole point of this is forgiveness. The meeting went good. I read a small, you know, the topic was, it was something that I was struggling with. It's just a quick small paragraph, like 3 sentences on chapter 60 on step 3, which says, being convinced we were at step 3, which is that we decided to turn our will and our life over to God as we understood him. Just what do we mean by that, and just what do we do? That was it. I wanted to hear everybody's answers, how they did it, what they mean, etc. And I heard a lot of good stuff, including from him, from that man. And I left there with no resentment in my heart. That resentment wasn't eating him up. It wasn't hurting him at all. It was hurting me. So as soon as I learned how to forgive him, that ickiness went away. It was gone. It was one less burden on my back. You know, one less thing I had to worry about. One less consequence to look forward to from a fight I would have gotten into or from a stupid mistake I would have made. Number one, it wasn't the time and the place. But again, when you promise on site with somebody, it doesn't matter where or when. But that was also, the man that said that was a sick man. He was an intoxicated man. He was sick with resentment and addiction and poison, with warped thinking. He was all bad. The man before him today is a new man. And for me to show that these people, my housemates, my fellow AA members and NA members, that I have truly changed or am changing, and to lead by example, I have to lead by example. You know, in one of my old videos when I got in a fight with those two guys over them owing me money, and pretty much got my ass handed to me. But I was sober then, right? And it's funny because some people called me out in the comments and said, that don't seem like sober behavior. You know what I mean? And they're absolutely right. I was not sober. Because when I'm a sober individual, I'm a loving, caring, kind person. I wouldn't hurt a fly unless you hurt my family or hurt my friends. And not with the name calling, but like if you physically hurt my family, I wouldn't practice revenge, but I will protect. Okay, I let God be in charge of revenge nowadays, because what you put out in this world, you will get. You get away with nothing in this world. So if you're doing shitty things, you're gonna get shitty results. If you're doing good things, you'll get good results. Even when you have shitty days, man. The power of forgiveness is a real thing, man. It really is. And I've been showing it the last few days, and it's really doing a number on me. It's been a weird week, man. I've had a real shitty week. My emotions have been running high. The pink cloud has worn off. This is what I talked to my sponsor about, is that I really need to get through these steps. I need to have that spiritual awakening. I need to have that rocketed to the fourth dimension shit. I need to get moving, because this is where I fall off, right? After I hit the 90 days, there's no other real milestone except like 6 months or a year. And I'm talking about coin wise and stuff like that. And so it almost, but really every day is a milestone. Every day. Even if I don't do anything that day except stay sober, that's a huge accomplishment for a drug addict like myself. So I need to stop getting so down on myself. I need to stop expecting more from myself. I need to just accept the fact I'm right where I need to be. I got my 4-step paperwork to fill out from my sponsor so I can get moving on this stuff, right? Today I'm meeting with a counselor at 1 o'clock to go over my next move regarding like peer counseling, SUD counseling, or whatever. Gonna get me moving in that. Schooling, work wise, I'm gonna get involved with helping others in regards to addiction and alcoholism. That's my passion. That's what I want to do. I can go get some shitty job at at Home Depot or construction again. I could do all that, but I'm just gonna get in that vicious shitty cycle of life. And I know it's what most every American does, and they're fine with it, but it doesn't work for me. Um, I will get bored with the tediousness of it or whatever, and I will eventually relapse. I need to be using my experience. Um, I need to use that for a greater good to help somebody. You know what I mean? I think I didn't go through all this shit in life just to wind up being some grunt laborer at a construction company. That's not why God kept me alive. I really believe that there's a purpose out there, and we are selected to go through what we go through and come out of it so we can help others. Because addiction is a multi-billion-dollar machine, okay? You may laugh at this, but a lot of people want people to be addicted. You know how much money is made from addicts and alcoholics? The lifelong medication some have to be on, the treatment centers at $12,000 to $30,000 plus dollars per person per month. It's ridiculous, man. The Suboxone companies, the methadone companies, pharmaceutical companies. Uh, it's crazy. It's crazy. Um, so if they ended addiction, it just wouldn't work. There's too much money to be made to stop addiction. So anything we could do to curb it would be great. So I have 91 days sober today, and I feel good today. I feel positive today. I'm glad I went to that meeting. I'm glad I was of service. I'm glad I did what I needed to do. When you don't feel like going to a meeting, that's when you need to go to a meeting. That's when you need to get off your ass. When you're feeling negative, or whatever it may be. It may not be an AA meeting or an NA meeting for you. It could be whatever it is that helps you. But if you don't feel like doing it, that's why you need to do it. For me, anyway. For me. For this kind of alcoholic and addict. Yeah. So I'm going to try to do my level-headed best to be as transparent and honest as I can. Good, bad, the ugly. Okay? And just because I want people to know, I don't want people to have a false sense of everything's going to be beautiful and everything's going to be, sunshine and blowjobs all the time in recovery, because it's not how it is. Okay? You're going to have good days, you're going to have great days, and then you're going to have bad days. And that's okay. It's okay to not be okay sometimes. I was going through this with someone I love, and, it's okay to not be okay sometimes. Just don't live in it, right? The weather's changing. It's getting darker early. It's rainy. It's depressing. You don't want to get out of bed. You don't want to do anything. I get it. I'm the same way. Um, just don't live in it. And just know that things will be better. A new day will come. And you have the opportunity every day to do something different. Having a good day or a bad day is literally a choice. Living is naturally hell. I mean, you have to really work to put a smile on, and that's a fact, and I believe that 100%. So today I'm gonna work to put a smile on my face. I'm gonna do everything I need to do today. I got the wrong fucking rotor for my car, so that got pushed back a little bit. I have to send it back and with Amazon, and it's just a pain in the ass, but it's okay, right? So I love y'all. I love you guys, and thank you for your support. I just looked. I have like 1,083 subscribers. I just had like 1,055 yesterday, the day before. So that's pretty cool. Thank you for all you new subscribers. I appreciate you. I hope you get something out of this channel. I hope something I say helps. I don't know. You know what else is crazy? I want some of you guys to go back and look at some of my old videos. Look at my old ones from like 4, 5, 6 months ago, whatever. From like day 1, day 2. Those kind of videos. You'll see the transition and the change in time, which is crazy, right? You'll see these videos where I'm on a cell phone, walking around, rambling, no effects, no editing, no nothing. I just record and upload. Look like shit, you know. A lot skinnier, but it's okay. That'll change soon. I'm working on that. To now, to the editing quality, the video quality, I think is, a lot better. I have a lot to learn. I'm still learning, and I'm trying to improve every day. So, but the support has been amazing, and I love you guys, and I would not have made it 90 days without you guys, and that is a true motherfucking fact. Excuse my language. I had to throw that in there because that's how serious I am. I would not have made it without you guys. Fact. So thank you so much. Your support keeps me going, and if nobody today has told you that they love you, I love you. I truly do. I believe in you, and you're gonna make it. You're gonna be just fine. So you go out there and you have a wonderful day, and make today your bitch, like it says up there, and just know that everything will be all right. I love you guys. Thank you for my 91 days of sobriety.